I think New has done a phenomenal job in really raising awareness of the issue and making sure that senior leaders in the large companies that are parts of our organization, both on the retail, CPG side, as well as the industries that support them, how important it is to understand the role of women and that women need to play a role in our industry. And I don't think there's any other organization that has really brought that to a forefront in the way that, like the way New has. Well, the mission of New is really to attract, retain, and promote women and other minorities in the consumer packaged goods and retail industry. And we're making strides. Years ago, you can see there were a very small group of women, and now we're bursting at the seams. While we haven't yet reached all our goals at the boardroom and the C-suite, our levels of participation of women in entry-level, middle-level managers, and more senior-level managers' jobs is higher than ever before. Personally, the network is a very important part of me and what allows me to do what I do professionally. Marie Quintana has a wonderful quote that she says, "New feeds my soul." And I can't think of a better way to describe it. When I spend time with the people at New doing the work that we're doing here, I come back more energized than when I came in. And so while it's time away from both my work life and my personal life, it's critical for me to be able to go back and be the employee, the manager, and the mother that I am to my family. And so as I look at this time, I can't think of a better way for me to really rejuvenate myself. On the professional side, there are really two things. One is I am rejuvenated, so I come back as a better employee, a better manager, a better leader. But on the flip side, I'm able to interact strategically and creatively in a way with some of the best professionals in our industry, in a way that I don't always have the opportunity at Walgreens. And so I come back with new ideas, new ways to strategize, new ways to be creative that I wouldn't have otherwise. It's interesting because here we are at the 5th ELF, and I've been so fortunate to be part of the planning of this particular event. And I think, after this morning's presentations and seeing how everything came together with a couple of very clear, pointed messages of what we need to do as an industry, and how powerfully the speakers really challenged us, and how the people that are participating really responded, I think my proudest moment is probably right here today. I think it's critical for our organization to determine what is the need really going to be. There are a couple of key stumbling blocks as we look at what our next challenges are. One is, while we've been very successful up to the senior manager level, we are not breaking through the C-suite and the boardrooms at the levels that we need to. So how do we really get over that last big rock? The second issue is, what do we do about the next generation? The women that are currently part of the organization now came up through a very different lens. The millennials and those behind us are very different and are going to have different needs and are going to need something from the organization that we might not have available yet. And so we need to anticipate, we need to understand, anticipate, and prepare to make sure that we are meeting the needs of the next generations behind us in order for News to survive.